Welcome to the Hidden Homestead. My name is David, and today we're going to do a 1-year review on this chicken coop that I built. Well, I built it a year ago, so yeah, that was dumb. Roll the intro. To be totally honest with you, there isn't a whole lot that we would change on this chicken coop, and the reason for that is we spent quite a bit of time planning this chicken coop and trying to, we went back and forth on plans and redrew a few different ones just to kind of figure out what would work best for our needs. And I think we really knocked it out of the ballpark for this chicken coop. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome chicken coop. And I say that because I've considered making plans, like a digital set of plans for these with material lists and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if it's warranted. I guess if there's that many people interested in it, then I would certainly do it. So if this chicken coop is something that you're interested in, leave me a comment below and let me know, and then I will end up creating some plans and get them pushed out to you. Now, we're not going to do a whole walkthrough on this thing. So, you know, if you're just seeing this video right now, you're not going to be able to tell what all is in this chicken coop. But I have a couple of videos right here where I go through the build process, I go through the actual walkthrough and explain everything about it. And I also have a video of building the brooder box for our chick. So you can check those out. And again, if it's something that you like, comment on one of those videos. Let me know if you're interested in having a set of plans for this particular one. So with that out of the way, but before we get into the really one thing that I would change, let me thank today's sponsor of today's video. Let me thank the video. I'm gonna tell you about my sponsor. All right, so I want to thank GrubTerra for sponsoring today's video. GrubTerra is a company that grow and sell black soldier fly larvae. Why black soldier fly larvae? Well, black soldier fly larvae is way more nutritious and, from what I hear, way more delicious than regular mealworms. They're packed with a lot more calcium and protein. So in the colder months, it is a colder month right now. You wouldn't be able to tell it because it's like 60 degrees here today. I mean, freaking global warming, I guess. But in the colder months, that's really important. It gives the ladies all the fuel that they need kind of to stay warm in the colder months. So if you got chickens, if you got lizards and all these weird pets, check out GrubTerra. Discount code right here. Check it out. Use that discount code and receive a pretty nifty discount. Obviously, a discount when you use grubterra.com. Go check them out. All right, so now we are inside the storage area, which is really in front of the coop itself. The coop is right here-ish, and then down below is their run. And this is the area where I would make some very minor changes had I done it all over again. Will I end up making those changes? No, not really, because what we have works pretty good, but I think it could work better. So what do I mean by that? Basically, most people isn't really going to think this is a big deal, because it kind of isn't. It works, but our families are all the way across the country, and we're kind of at the age where we want to start traveling and visiting our family. And because they're all the way across the country, and we got dogs and pets that we're going to bring with us, we're going to end up driving, which adds to the time for vacation. So we want to be gone. We are fortunate enough to be able to do this, but we want to be gone 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks at a time. We don't really know yet. It's just up in the air. The problem with that is then when you have livestock, animals, chickens, all that stuff, who's going to take care of them? Well, the reason I would make this change is because of that right there. Now, we are fortunate enough to have enough chickens to feed us, and we end up selling all the surplus chicken eggs to the neighbors and friends and family that we have here close. So when we do leave, when we do travel, instead of selling those eggs, we just have them come over, get the eggs out of the nesting boxes, make sure they got water and food, and then they're good to go. Now that's a pretty good deal as far as them getting free eggs, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it as convenient as possible for them so they don't have to worry about the food and the water quite as much. So this is where the change would come from, or what the change would be. Yeah, I think you know what I was talking about. So the feeder tubes are right here. I've got 4 of them, and basically it's a 45 that comes up so we can just feed them from here. We have a garbage can setting right here that I just scoop out and dump it straight in. Now these go obviously down because they are gravity fed. They go down to a 90 degree and then another 45 degree. And they're able to just stick their head in there and grab whatever they want, eat, whatever. If I was to redo all this, I would actually not put it here. I would put it right over here and inside the coop. And I would have it inside the coop running down to inside the run. So that's going to do 2 things. That's going to lengthen these tubes, adding food to the amount of food that they have available. And on the inside right here, what I would end up doing is having basically a Y in this section right here. So the tube comes out, same 45 degree that it has right here, at just below my eye level, because we have some short friends and family. I want to make it easier on them, and so that they can see. So just below my eye level, I would have this set up with the 45, come down to a Y, to where that way they can get food inside the coop. Now I'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but they have a chance to get food on the inside of the coop. And then the Y continues down through the coop floor to the bottom, and same configuration that I have here. I'm not going to go too specific of this because I did it in that video, so you can check that out if you want. But one area to fill these up, and then they're able to eat inside the coop and inside the run. Again, that's not too big of a deal. We do have some chicks, some of the younger ones, that prefer to eat inside. I think they got bullied when they were younger and they separated themselves come food time, and they just, now they don't get bullied anymore, but they still eat on the inside. And we have one of the hanging bucket feeders, and that works really good. But again, not that it's that big of a deal, but when friends or family coming over, they have to walk all the way around through the garden to the back side of the coop, open the door, grab the bucket, come all the way back around here where the feed is, fill it up, go back around, put it up, close the door, whatever. That's not that big of a deal to me, but again, they're kind of helping us out. Yes, they're getting free eggs, but they're helping us out, so I'm trying to make it as convenient as possible. So that's what I would do. That way they had one spot, fill these tubes up, and once it's filled, it's filled. So that would be the only thing that I would change about this. Again, we spent quite a bit of time going through the plans and figuring out the best way to do it. If you have a chicken coop from Fleet Farm Runnings, those little small deals, they work, but I'm sure you know how small and awkward they are to get in and clean them. And that's kind of what we learned on. So we had a couple of those, and then we were like, you know what, go big, go home. I've got back and neck issues, so I want to try to make this as easy as possible for me. So that's really the only thing that I would change. That being said, again, if this is something that you guys would be interested in seeing the plans for, not a whole lot of light. I don't even know if you can see my face. If you want the plans for these, leave me a comment below. Let me know. I will get those plans put out. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, share, and subscribe. That helps out the channel greatly, so thanks for doing that. That'd be awesome for you. To my Patreons, I've not put out very many videos here lately because, if some of you may know, I started school, running a business, and working full-time as a DoD employee out at the base this time of year during the season. And so my Patreons are really, really supporting this channel. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Take care. Peace out.